cool idea. I've been wanting to do something like this for a little while, so finally dove into it. And what I'm doing is managing the Rockies. Of course, they're my favorite team. I'm always the Rockies in this game. Starting in 1993, their expansion year, and I'm doing historical transactions so that it follows exactly what happened in real life, as well as ratings recalculation. So the ratings recalc, that's going to be an average. I chose the option of the past three, well, not the past, but the average of the of 3 years with doubling the ratings on the first year. So let's say a guy had a bad year in 92, a good year in 93, and a bad year in 94. So this game will go 92 as like 1 unit, 93 doubled, so it's 2 units, and then 94 as 1 unit, and it takes like the average of that, and that will be the player's ratings. So it gives a little bit of a variance on guys. I mean, it's still going to be pretty accurate though. So like the guys are still going to be good who are good and bad who are bad. But in this sim that I'm doing here, I have all the players on their correct organizations, but I allow the AI as well as myself to move guys up and down between the minors if they want. Now, I think the game still would like override, or not override, but it would still like bump somebody up to the majors if that happened in real life. So here's all the historical transactions here. So like here it says that they've been done already. So here's where we're at. So a lot of guys that get injured, I have that enabled. Um, Guys that are getting, there's Bud Black, current Rockies manager. A lot of guys that are getting activated from the injured list. Here's like a free agent signing, some trades, waivers. So these are all the real life transactions that happened in 93. And I'm going to keep going with this into 94, 95, etc. But I'm simming out, I'm playing every game and managing it. So what I love about this game, out of the park baseball, you don't actually, it doesn't depend on your skill of like controls, like can you hit the ball and run with the guy or whatever. It's just straight up management, like when do you steal, when do you bunt, when do you pull your pitcher, and then the ratings take care of themselves. The guys play. So what I did to kind of see if I could make the most of the Rockies, because there was no rule against this in the game. I hired all the best coaches. I didn't do it like illegally. Like I followed the rules of the game because these guys were available. But it's kind of interesting because there's no financials enabled because I'm doing the historical transactions. So you can't trade guys and re-sign guys and all that with the historical transactions enabled. So that means there's no financial system. So these guys are all on no money. So when I looked at all the available coaches and signed them, it's for $0 and they accepted it. So here's like this my AAA manager handles development outstanding. So I got a guy, Robinson, in AAA who's outstanding at development. My pitching coach, good at mechanics, good at teaching pitching. He was already actually there in the game, so I think my AAA guy is better. Yeah, outstanding at teaching pitching, outstanding at influencing mechanics. So it might be smart to have this guy up in the bigs, but it's good to keep him down in AAA, develop your prospects. So even though the recalc is on, I believe now I'm not 100%, but I believe I did ask it on the forums and I'm waiting to hear back. But I believe that the development engine is still on. I mean, I have it enabled. So I believe, I don't know if I can show it here, but it's somewhere. I believe the players still, yeah, here it is, still develop during the season as normal. And then at the end of the season, that's when it does its recalc. So guys can still develop and stuff during the season, which would make sense because some guys get confident. I do have personalities checked so that there's a little variation there. Like some players handle success better. That's what the game has built in. Like some handle failure better, whatever. And so I have those checked. You can't like quite see those. I mean, you could if you went into the editor and stuff, but I just have it I think did I have commission? No, I don't have commissioner mode, so that's good. But if you go into that, you can see it, but I don't want to go into the editor. That's kind of cheating, I think. So I just look at their personality here. Galarraga apparently in this game is selfish, focused on one thing himself, but he's having a good year. He's hitting 293. I think he's leading my team in ribbies. But anyway, all those things are going to be factors, including your team chemistry. So ours is pretty good right now. Of course, we're winning. And then I also have the coaching system enabled. So staff cohesion and again, like your coaches develop players, so you can choose who they work with, and these guys are going to develop. So that's one, I guess, advantage I have going is those players are going to develop during the season. But other than that, yeah, you can move guys up and down. I do have option years enabled so that you can't just do it willy nilly. So like Ashby's in his final option year. So I guess the AI, they just have to decide like, do you release a guy, or I guess you could waive him, but there's no waivers to pick up. You can't pick up players in this game, but you could waive him and put him down in the minors. So I guess it doesn't really matter whether the option years are enabled or not, except for if you waive a guy, it can make him angry. So then if he's angry, he doesn't always play as well. So there's a little bit of a factor there for there to be a disincentive to move guys up and down between the minors and stuff just nonstop. So anyway, that's how I've got it set up. And it's basically can I manage it correctly? So I'm taking the kind of modern-ish approach, like as far as if I'm getting beat bad, I've done it once already this year in less than 20 games. I'm putting in a position player to pitch. I'm saving my bullpen. That obviously that became way more of a thing in real life in modern day than it ever had been, and that's why they instituted the rule this year in 2023. But I think 2022 or maybe it's 21 or whatever, but very recently was like by far the most amount of position players ever pitching in games because teams were like playing the percentages. Like, okay, we're very likely out of this game. We're going to save our bullpen and we're going to just have some guy throw lollipops in there. And if we give up a bunch of runs, who cares? The game's over. So I'm taking that approach. Again, I've only done it once. It's not like I am looking to do it a lot, but I want to do that. A lot of the things that we've learned in today's game, I'm kind of putting into play back here. What else am I doing? Yeah, different like times through the order. I mean, I know there's a fine line there because if guys are pitching well, you want to leave them in. Now, ERAs are bad. We're Colorado, but my bullpen's pretty decent. Um, but yeah, I'll kind of have a quicker hook on guys. Now, in real life, I don't. I know the part of that is because they want to protect them from having a high pitch count and stuff, but also the times through the order is an important metric. Now, I don't know if this game necessarily factors that in, but if guys are starting to get hit, then I'll take them out. I try to manage the warm up feature well. I do have guys warming up in the bullpen. Like when do you get them started? I feel like I can beat the AI on a lot of that stuff. Stealing. So that's another thing in modern day ball. They shoot for yet it's really not worth stealing unless you can be at 75% or above success rate. Whereas back then they didn't have that data and they would just go like if the manager felt like it, the manager using their intuition or whatever, which I don't think is necessarily bad, but um, it didn't always have data backed, right? So I don't think my steal rate is that great. Here's some of the Gerald Young 7 for 9, EY is 4 for 7, Dante 3 for 4, so that's good. Hubbard 3 for 5, Cole 2 for 3. So yeah, I mean I do have a lot of speed though. The Rockies had a lot of speed. EY you can see here, incredibly fast. 80 at base running, 70 at stealing. Now that's a low scouting accuracy, but it's still so is this one. I do have the scouting system enabled, but these guys were fast, and Dante even can steal a little bit. Hubbard was really fast, so there is opportunity. Cole is extremely. I think he's an 80. No, well, here's a low accuracy. So again, this is one of those things we don't have financial system enabled, but I can just request a scouting report and then it'll be very high on him. So I'm not trying to like take advantage of that, but I'll do it once in a while if I'm curious about a guy. So I'm not just going to go through everyone and do it now. But like Cole, I mean, I know he's fast, so it's really not that big of a deal. I kind of would like the metric or the statistics to speak for themselves. So anyway, let's get into it. So far, I'm 11-8, which is pretty dang good for the Rockies. Back in '93. Now I haven't played anyone that good. I just got swept by the Cubs. That was the first time this season that I got swept in a series. They've won 6 in a row, so they're coming on hot. I think this 8-13 game was when I pitched a position player. Because before that, we swept the Marlins. They're not very good, not a big surprise. Beat the Cardinals in a series. Now, we've had a lot of very close and extra inning wins. In fact, I don't know if we lost any. So I feel like that's had a lot to do with me managing it well. But here is St. Louis 5-4 in the 11th. We had a lot of them. Before that, this was our first and only series loss until we just got swept by the Cubs. But Montreal, we won the first game, and then we lost a close one here, 3-4, and then lost the rubber match. But the Mets, we won that series. Two wins in extra innings. Oh, there's a loss. One win in extra innings, one loss in extra innings. But we won that series. There's a 3-2 win after that. Here's Montreal, two extra inning wins. So we won that series, and then we opened up against New York, a 2-game series. We won game one in 14 innings, and we split that one. So we've had a lot of close wins. I feel like we're playing above what we should be expected. In fact, I think there's a way to view that. Where do I go? Is it like team history or team info or something? History. Here it is. History. Expected record 9-10, and we're 11-8. So we're in second in the NL West. Braves are in first, of course. But anyway, it's super early. Obviously, we're not even 20 games in. So, but we're gonna keep trying to manage the team the best we can. I did do spring training, and the lineups are not the same, even though the historical transactions are. Yeah, I have guys up here playing that weren't necessarily in real life. Now, this is not the order this is the order I started on opening day, I believe, but I haven't been using it like this because guys have been hitting better and worse. Like Gerald Young now actually is coming along a little better, but he was cold right after the start of the season. Like he started off okay, and then the last handful of games he's been pretty cold. But he's up on the squad because of his defense. I mean, look at this. Great range, great air. Now that's another thing in real life. They value defense a lot more than they used to. When I say they, I know that's a generalization, but a lot of teams are valuing defense more, especially like with catchers, shortstop, center fielders. So Gerald Young, I got in center, even if he's not a great hitter. So he didn't in real life. I don't know. Did he even play in '93 with the Rockies? He had 23 plate appearances, so he was more of a minor league guy, and he got like one hit. So he wasn't used a lot in real life. So things like that I'm doing as well. But the AI can do that stuff too. In fact, I saw when we played the Marlins, they have Walt Weiss in AAA, who in real life was their normal starting shortstop, but they have him down. That's just their evaluation of him. So let's reorganize our lineup a little bit here. EY, I'm going to put he is already at the bottom. Okay, so maybe we'll move Hayes down a little. Um, Gerald Young, even though his OPS plus is over 100, I like him maybe eighth. So we got two speedsters back to back, and then maybe we can bunt with the pitcher. Hayes here, Boston, I'm good with. Benavidez has been hot. He's going to stay at the top of the order. We'll go Hubbard too with his speed. I like this. This is what we're going to do. So let's copy that lineup. Same lineup except for actually Normally against lefties, we have Boston out, and oh, Tatum's been coming on a little bit well lately, so I think we'll go Tatum in. Yeah, Girardi hasn't been doing great. We're gonna go Tatum in, um, Boston out, which is what they have. Hubbard is in, and so let's go Tatum eighth, I guess. EY seven, or maybe the other way around. Let's go EY eight, Tatum seven, Hayes six still. Um, Gerald Young is still in. I guess Hubbard fifth. He sometimes has some pop. I know he doesn't have a lot of power. Yeah, we'll do that. You know what? I think I'd rather go Hayes fifth, Hubbard then sixth. That's what we're gonna do. Um, and then yeah, pitching rotation. Here's what we got. Yeah, not great, but bullpen has been doing well. I feel like I've been managing them well. Service having a great year. Darren Holmes, look at their ERA plus is around 200. Service over 200. So after that, I mean, Blair doing well. Knutson as a starter, he's up. He had a good spring training. He's not very impressive here, but he's a team leader. That helps your cohesion. So I wanted to keep him up. I wanted to give him a shot. In real life, did he ever pitch with the Rockies? He did. He had 5 innings and a 12 ERA. What is that? Hits against, 16 hits against at 5 innings. Wow. Okay, well, here we go. We're starting the St. Louis series. So I'm not gonna record every game that I sim, but I'm gonna jump in like I'm doing here periodically, so you can see how it's going. So here's the lineup. EY is tired, so it might have switched it up a little bit. I'm still good with this. Liriano at second. What else can we do? I really like Young in the outfield, though he can play short, and Benavidez could play second. We're losing a little defensively if we do that. I say that because then we could put like bats this year. I feel like I want to maybe give him more of a shot than Liriano. Although Liriano, my scout's high on him. He's got good ratings. I'm gonna stick with Liriano. Let's hit him eighth and see how he does. So that's gonna be the lineup. Hoblitzel, young rookie, gonna get the start. He had a great first game. Didn't get the win, but pitched well. He's 0-1. He has 15 Ks in 18 innings. Penn is somewhat fresh. Ruffin I've used a little bit lately, so he's tired. Other than that, we're looking pretty good. So here we go against the Cardinals. Let's see if we can manage things well and keep above 500 would be ridiculous. In real life, the 93 Rockies did not lose 100 games, but they were like close, 94, I think, or something. So on defense, I just go runners into scoring position so I can manage it if it gets to that point. So already we got Ozzie Smith on second and a base hit, which scores it. So 1-0, and then we got out. So here we go, Benavidez. Now I like to go at bat, one at bat at a time in case we want to steal or bunt or whatever, but we're 2 up, 2 down. Here's Dante, get at it. 14 lead with Galarraga. Boston actually might have 3. I think he does as well. So tied up at 1. Here's Galarraga up. Ground out to short. So we're going into the second. Peña, Witten. Got guys on second and third with nobody out. Hoblitzel struggling so far. Ground out, gets the run in. Pappas base hit, so they're up 3-1. Here's Real Cormier. Guessing he's going to bunt, but we got out of that. No one's reaching second.
Strike 3.
Hayes striking out. Hubbard striking out against Real Cormier. Here's Jim Tatum with a walk. He can kind of steal, but Cormier is a lefty. He's great at holding runners. We're not even going to think about it. Liriano fly out to right. Okay, so still down 3-1. Might think of getting somebody warm. Now, that's the other thing. We're only going with, 6, 7, 8, 7? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 relievers, which in real life, it was funny. In '95, the Rockies made the wild card, and everyone was like, Don Baylor going with 12 pitching staff, 12 pitchers in his staff, that would be 7 relievers. So that's what we've got. Apparently that was pretty high for back then, because the Cardinals here. Can I go back to the bullpen? Yeah. What do they have? 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 6. So that's what's normal. We're going with 7. But, you know, we're at home. It's a hitter's ballpark. We're going to let Hoblitzel roll here again. Good. There we go. No one reached scoring position. Now he is leading off. He's at 50 pitches. He just had a good inning. If we put someone in the 4th, we're gonna struggle. So we're gonna keep it in, try to get another inning or 2 out of it. I know it's basically a leadoff out. There we go. Benavidez with an infield hit. Gerald Young out at 2nd. 2 outs. This is where I don't mind stealing, but Dante's got some power, especially some gap power. Gerald Young's got speed, so I don't want to risk it. I think a double or a home run. Oh, Dante tying the game. 320. That's cool. Here's Galarraga with 2 outs, nobody on. Do we go back to back? We did for the lead. All right. Well, so far I haven't really had to manage anything. Those guys are just raking. So certainly now with the lead, Hoblitz is going to be on a shorter leash. There we go. Hayes with a base hit. He can steal a little bit, but they're leaving Cormier in. Here's Hubbard, fly out to right. That ends the good inning. So top of the 4th, we are at 6, 7, 8. Hoblitz will hopefully can get through this. He does. 3 up, 3 down. So he's kind of settling in now. Tatum with a walk. Liriano can get on with bunt. He does. We're not going to send him because 1st and 2nd, nobody out. We're going to bunt. He isn't great at bunting, but goes planned. We still have 2 on, and Benavidez ripping it. Nice play out there by the left fielder Gerald Perry. Isn't it Gerald? Yep. Gerald Young now up. 2 on, 2 out, pass ball. And I thought it was base hit. Bottom 2nd. So we're still up 1. It's the top of the 5th. They have the pitcher spot leading off, so that's good. Hoblitzel has been settling in. He's only at 66 pitches. They got several switch hitters and lefties coming up. I think I've used Ruffin a lot, though I have. Wayne has not been great this year. His ratings are decent, though. So it's early in the game. Let's get him warming up. We'll go 1 at bat at a time. And Rail Cormier with a double. The pitcher, not good. Here's Ozzie Smith. Ground out. Got him over, though. Luis Alcea now. Walked him. We're going to mound visit while Wayne is ready. And he's a lefty, and we got Gerald Perry, who's also a lefty. Then Brian Jordan, cleanup hitter. So maybe we also get a righty going. Kind of a high leverage situation here. So let's go with Parrott, who hasn't given up a run in 11 innings. And then we're going to mound visit to give him one more time. Okay, so Wayne's ready. He's going to come in, face the lefty as a lefty. Parrott should be ready soon after if needed. Deep fly to center, that should get the run in. It does. We're tied. So now Parrott's not ready. We could mound visit again, and then he probably would be, but there's 2 outs with a runner on first. We're going to let Wayne face Jordan, and we got him stealing. So Parrott, we're going to sit him, and he'll stay ready if we need him. Galarraga, fly out. No home runs for those guys this time. Hayes with 2 outs, nobody on ground out. So Ryan Jordan, Pena the switch hitter, then Todd Zeal. Ready. I think I want to make that switch, so then I can go Holmes like in the 9th, maybe Reed in the 8th. I'm going to have to go someone kind of tired in the 7th unless we left Parrott in. We could double switch, maybe get Hayes out of there. Maybe go Boston in, and then move Move someone into the infield, maybe Gerald Young. Hubbard can play second. He can play anywhere. I do like his outfield range, but Boston's got good outfield range too. So yeah, I think we'll do that. Liriano can go to third. I know he's not great at it, so we'll sacrifice a little defense there. He's not great defensively overall. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna double switch. We're gonna go Boston in the lineup. Parrott in for Charlie Hayes, who hasn't been great anyway. Parrott's gonna pitch. Boston to, what is it, left? And that's his best spot. Hubbard's gonna go to second. Liriano to third. Okay, here we go. So maybe we can get 2 innings out of Parrott. 3 up, 3 down. Great job, Jeff. Here's Hubbard leading off, ground out. Jim Tatum, double into right. He's been coming on lately. Wow. What's he hitting now? 300. Man. Okay, now we got Liriano. 1 for 2. Here's Boston in. Gonna face the lefty. Base hit. Ooh, we didn't send him. Fair enough. Benavidez, see if he can give us the lead here. And he does. Base hit to the right. Head here. That'll be the 7th. We can go Reed or Holmes in the 8th and /9th. So we're good for now. We don't need to do anything. Here's Gerald Young with 2 on, 2 outs. Fly out to 2 left. We got the lead. Here we go. Yeah, Parrott only 6 pitches last night. 3 up, 3 down again. Great job by Jeff. Dante striking out. Starting off. Galarraga. Fly out to the left. Parrott, he's at 17 pitches. You consider maybe leaving him in here because he's rolling and he's my best reliever. But, you know, do you go Holmes? It's the top of their order. Holmes going to be fresher. Maybe Reed and then Holmes, or Holmes and then Reed. You know what? I'm gonna try to get another out or 2 out of Parrott. There's 2 outs and nobody on. So I'm gonna just give him in at bat. Flies out to center. So, you know, he's not in the yellow really yet. We'll go one at bat at a time. See if we can get Ozzie. He does. Ground out. Here's Luis Alcea. Base hit to center. He's maybe getting a little tired. These guys are ready. You know, I'm going to go Holmes now because he's better. And then maybe we can even ride Holmes into the 9th. So we're going to go Holmes. We'll sit Reed because he's ready. We can get him going if we have to. And then Holmes is in the 5 spot, which just hit. So, yep, we're going Holmes in. Ooh, guys on the corners, so single off of 1 hit. And we couldn't turn 2 there, so they score. They tie it up. 3 pitches. Now he's struck out Parrott, or Pena. Okay, so we're tied again. Bottom of the 8th here. We got another close one. Hubbard striking out. We got Tatum. Liriano runners up. Fall. We got a delay here. Still raining. Rain has stopped. The delay lasts over an hour. Liriano 1 for 3. Struggling. I consider pinch hitting because Tatum can play a good 3rd, and I got Girardi who could maybe pinch hit. He's been struggling too. He's at 209, 43 at bats. I'm gonna go with Liriano, give him a shot. We're gonna leave Holmes in. Reed can be ready if we need him to. There we go. Double down the left field line. And now possible base hit. We got a lefty-righty matchup with Boston. Possible base hit. Top of the 9th. Ray Langford, he's got a ridiculous OPS so far. Must have had the day off. It's Langford, Witten, Pappas. Holmes is kind of in the yellow. He's getting a little tired. We get Reed going again. It says Holmes is exhausted now. There's 2 outs and nobody on though. So we're going to give him 1 more guy. course, he whips a double down the line. We have to go with Reed now. He's ready. They got Greg Jeffries in the 9 spot now. I think we have to go Reed, and I think we have to double switch because this spot could come up, and I might need to get more than 1 out with Reed. So now we'll do what we were gonna before. We'll go Girardi. So Liriano's gonna come out. Tatum's gonna go to 3rd. Girardi in the 5 spot. Gonna catch. Steve Reed in the 8 spot for Liriano. Okay, so let's get out of this Steve Reed. Got a bunch of switch hitters coming up. Hopefully we just face one at a time and we get Jeffries. I was considering pitching around him, but the top of their order's coming up. Ozzie Smith, high on base percentage, or decent on base percentage. All right, bottom of the 9th. There we go, leadoff guy on. They got John Brathmore. He's in real life. Yeah, I haven't heard of him. But, okay. Yeah, I should have heard of him. He was a decent reliever for St. Louis and then Toronto. You know, decent. I mean, not great. Had some pretty good years. So, all right, we got the leadoff runner on. Gerald Young is up. He's not great at sack bunting. I'm going to try it, though. Okay, there's a ball. Don't worry about it. Gets it down. Nice. Now we got... Oh, he stayed. I didn't see what happened. He made an error or something. Now we got Dante. He's on fire. 3-4. Nowhere to put him. Winning run on 2nd. Do we pinch run with Alex Cole? He is very fast. I think we do. I mean, he represents the winning run. Now, if we don't tie it, Benavidez is out, and he's in for his defense, which isn't great. It's good. But I don't really have it that can play short, except for Gerald Young, who's outstanding in the outfield and pretty good in the infield. So he can play a good short. He's just not as... I haven't played him there much, but he can do it. So I'm comfortable with that. I can keep Cole in the outfield and go Gerald Young to short if we don't tie it. So we're going to go Cole to pinch run. Here's Dante. Here's Galarraga. 1 for 4 on the day. Let's get ourselves a base hit. He does not. Double play, in fact. Rounds in 2. And, okay, I was like, could I keep it to 1? So we have to keep it 3 in here because now we're going to have to go Cole to center, Gerald Young to short. So we got Steve Reed. He only threw 3 pitches. Penn is a little weak right now. We're going to get Blair going. He's the freshest guy. And if we get to, like, you know, the middle of the order here, I might go with him, but hopefully Reed can get through this. Lead off double or a steal.
Strike 3.
Strike out. Perry, you can't pitch around him. I mean, we could to set up a possible double play, but Jordan is up next, who's pretty good, so I don't know. We'll pitch around. We won't intentionally walk. We'll pitch around. Walk and you walk. Run out to 3rd. Okay, so now we certainly could pitch around or just intentionally walk Jordan and maybe Pena to face Pagnazzi, who's their worst of the 3. We risk walking in the go-ahead run, but I think that's a pretty big drop-off. So I'm going to do that. We're going to walk, and then we might go to Blair because Reed's kind of getting the yellow. How's Blair's control? It's above average. I don't know if I like bringing a guy in who hasn't faced anyone yet. But let's see here. We'll intentionally walk. I don't think this affects his stamina. Does it? He's still at 18 pitches. Yeah. We're going to let Reed go. We're going to see if he can get one more here.
Strike 3.
And he strikes him out. Big strikeout. So Blair, we're going to sit him, and then we're going to get him going so he doesn't get tired. Reed may come up this inning. We're in the 10th. Trent Hubbard Base hit turned into double. He's got some speed too. So Tatum up, base hit to win the game. Let's not get to Reed here, Jim. Ripped it down the line. That's a game winner, baby. Another walk-off. That's I'm not going to take all the credit. Managing these games, these close games. So Cardinals 9-12. We improved to 12-8. Freddie Benavidez staying hot at the top of the order. Dante with 3 RBIs. Hoblitzel, not a great game, but did okay considering. I mean, he kind of bounced back and finished better. Parrott finally gave up a run. He's got a .66 ERA. Holmes blew the save, even though he didn't give up an earned run. And then Steve Reed coming in doing great. Got the win there. Big strikeout with the bases loaded after we intentionally walked 2 guys. So we start the St. Louis 2-game series with a win. We're going for the sweep. Then we got at Florida for a 3-game, and then we finally have a day off. So going to be tough to manage the pen here. We got like 4 more games in a row. But Blair and Service are good, and a lot of guys just in the yellow. I was thinking about maybe bringing someone down and bringing someone up. But Blair and Service, and then a lot of guys in the yellow. If we use these guys, then we might do that for the next game. Benavidez is a little tired. Liriano got that hit. Let's put Liriano in. Now, I don't like him at short, though. He's probably better at maybe second or something. I mean, he doesn't have good range. Gerald Young would be my backup shortstop. Dante's a little tired too, so they got him out. All right, let's go Gerald Young to short. EY can play outfield, and he's not great at second either, so I don't know if I'm really losing that much putting him in the outfield. He's not great either way defensively, and in fact, maybe I take him out because I got a lot of weak defense in. Cole can play some good defense. He hasn't had very many chances offensively, but I think I'm going to go Cole in to the outfield. Liriano's going to be at second then. Hubbard can move to, oh, no, we'll keep, what do we want? Hubbard right? I like him a little more in left. Boston, yeah, it's kind of a wash, I guess, here. So Cole, doesn't he have he has kind of the better range of them all. We'll go him in center. I like that. Cole's going to hit 8th. Tatum coming along. Boston will face the lefty. We might have him a little further down in the order. We're going to go Liriano 7. Hubbard or Young can lead off. Young's a little higher on base percentage. Hayes, I'm going to go 3. The sabermetric lineups in real life says third hitter should be your 5th best hitter. It should go 1, 4, 2, 5, 3. So then we'll go, you know what? Boston is not quite as polished yet with only 50 at bats. So I'm going to go Boston 3rd. And then we're going to Tatum, who's been hot, 5. Hayes 6. There we go. Okay, I like this. We're going Reynoso. He has not had a good game yet. He did get a win, but he's had a pretty high ERA this year, facing Alan Watson, the lefty. Looks like they got Langford back in the lineup now, leading off. We have Dante as a possible pinch hitter. So here we go. Let's see if we can start off 3 up, 3 down. We got a runner on second, and we make an error at third. Or I don't know if it was technically an error or not, but we probably should have made the play. And they steal, so guys on second and third, 1 out. Pena, deep fly to left, that'll get the run in, so it proves costly. And then a walk. The run was not earned, so it must have been an error at third, and a ground out second. So we get out of it with minimal damage. Gerald Young, ground out. Trent Hubbard, line out to center. With Darryl Boston. fly out to center. Nothing to it. Top of the second, 7, 8, 9. Witten is on second. Ground out. Pagnozzi does not get him over. Watson's going to swing. They didn't bunt. 2 outs, guy on second, and Langford strikes out. So good inning for us. Galarraga popping up. Here's Tatum, who's been on fire. Line out to left. No hits yet for us. Hayes line out to right. Here we go in the top of the third. They're already back around to the 2 spot. They got 2 on, nobody out. Liner into the corner. That's going to score 1. It's a double. So guys on second and third. We got to leave. We got to have a long hook for Reynoso today because our pen's pretty beat up. 1 out. Guys on second and third. Another base hit. Another double. That's going to score 2. It's 4-0. This could be a day where we go to a position player and we make an error. Should have gotten out of the inning. Here's Watson, though, pitcher. Rips a double down the line. Are you kidding me? 5-0. Guys on second and third. Langford up. We'll do a mound visit just to, like, maybe calm down if that works. Base hit Langford, so it's 6-0. I mean, we're not going to go to position player this early in the game, but Reynoso is due up, so I'd like to get that. Let's get 1 more out. Walks and loaded. Here's Brian Jordan. Base hit to score 2. It's 8-0. We don't even have anyone warming up. I guess we'll start getting Blair warmed up. We can't do a mound visit. Here's Pena. Walks, and man, this is just quite the inning. Only 3 of the runs are earned, but Reynoso is still falling apart. There's a fly out to left. Okay, so Blair now is ready. He's going to definitely go in. We're going to pinch hit for Reynoso, even if no one is on and there's 2 outs. But we start off with a leadoff walk, so first base runner of the game. Here's Cole. We're not going to play any small ball. Down 8. He strikes out. We'll go Moda for now, because I feel like we might be eating a lot of pinch hitters. So we'll go with kind of our worst guy. And then we're going to get Blair going again. He's at 91% to beat up some innings. Ground out with Gerald Young. 2 outs, runner on. They make an error. We score a run. Moves up to second. Here's Hubbard. Pass ball. Moves up to third. And ground out. So Blair's going to come in. We're not going to double switch or anything fancy here. It's early in the game. See if he can do a little better than Reynoso does there. We got 3-4-5. Boston starting it off with a leadoff double in the gap. Here's Galarraga with a walk. We love walks when we're down big. Tatum with a walk. So no outs, bases loaded. We're set up for a possible big inning here. Here's Hayes. Strikes out. Here's Liriano. Had a big hit last game. Grounds into a double play. Nothing out of that. So Blair's only thrown 8 pitches. Top of the order for them. Guys on the corners. Nobody out. Double, triple. That scores 2 in the right. 10-1. Strikes out Pena. Here's Zeal. Ground out. Gets the run in. And Alsea, 2 outs, nobody on, fly out. So Blair's going to come up. We're going to pinch hit. Cole walks. We've gotten a lot of guys on so far. Haven't been able to take advantage of it. Let's go Benavidez. See if we can. We got the leadoff guy on. See if we can get like some kind of inning going. We'll save Dante for later if it's close. And I guess kind of have to go service. I hate to use it. One of my best pitchers when we're down 10, coming in the top of the 6th. But we'll get him warm, and we might even just go to like they're at 7, 8, 9. Wayne, my worst guy, and we'll see how it goes from there. Benavidez line out. Gerald Young fly out. Trying out Hubbard hit by pitch. Watson's been quite wild. Here's Boston. Get out of here. Jack. Say Jack. It's a Jack. Boston on fire. 11-4. So maybe we go. It's early. We'll go with service. Well, they are 7, 8, 9. We might go Wayne. And especially because Langford might come up as a lefty, and then we'll go service to face these guys, is kind of what I'm thinking. So here we go, Galarraga, base hit into left. Tatum has been on fire. Line out to center. Okay. We're going to go with this plan, and then Wayne's just going to go 1 inning. We'll take him out next inning. Hopefully he can get through an inning. We'll have service ready here just in case. He does. 3 up, 3 down. Great job. So now, if we go 3 up, 3 down, we'll let Wayne face the left and Langford. But I'm hoping we don't, obviously. There we go. Got a walk. Liriano. Here's Cole. We're still not playing any small ball. Can he beat out the infield hit? No, they get the out at 2. So now Wayne is up. So we're going to go to service. And pinch hit now. We got 3 guys on the bench still. We'll go Girardi, I guess. I mean, I don't want to use Dante yet. Maybe EY, 2 outs. I mean, Girardi's kind of been struggling lately, but he's more of a contact guy. Let's go EY. Line out to first. Okay. So still down 7. We'll go service in. He's in the 9 spot. Maybe we can get a couple innings out of him. But if it gets out of hand, we're going to a position player. They already may get another run here. They got 1 out, runner on third. Langford, ground out, gets the run in. And he's safe. He beats out the infield hit. And then we get out of it. So it's 12-4 now. This inning, we really got to get something going. There's a leadoff single. There's a fly out. Daryl Boston, ground out. So service, I might take him out. Get any. Galarraga, Jack. Okay. Only within 6. So I was just going to say, I mean, that we can't really, there's not guys to go to. We'll leave service in 1 more inning, and then when we get to Langford, Smith, maybe even the pinch hitter, if they go with the lefty, we'll go Ruffin. Let's start warming them up. There's Jim Tatum, 2 outs, no beyond, ground out. Really needed Reynoso to go like a solid 6 or 7 innings. So service at 15 pitches, 3 up, 3 down. Great job, Scott. So here's Hayes. If we had a bigger bench, I'd probably pinch hit for him, but we just got 2 guys right now, and Dante is an outfielder, is one of them. Fly out to left. Here's Liriano, ground out to second. And Cole, the 8 hitter, can he reach? He cannot. So tiring is Ruffin. We're going to put him in now. And if they, man, I almost think it's almost like should we go position player. He gets 6 runs in an inning. It's Mile High Stadium. So let's go Ruffin in. He's not going to go more than an inning, so I don't need a double switch. We'll just have a traditional pinch hitter. That'll flip Jeffries around to the right side. Wow, they got Brian Jordan hit a jack, so it's 14-6. If they get 1 more guy on, I'm going to save Ruffin, and we're going to go position player. He can get out of this, so gives up another hit. He's getting near the red. That's going to be it. I mean, we'll rest Dante. We'll go Girardi in. 14-6, just not a good chance that we're going to win this. So maybe he can get 1 out without that guy scoring. He does. Diving catch out in right field. So down, what is it now, 8. Infield single, Girardi. Here's Young, ground into double play. That's going to do 2 outs. Hopefully we don't give up. Hubbard still hits it deep to center. So we split the series. We're 12-9. Boston with 3 ribbies. He had a great game. Galarraga 2 for 3 with 2 ribbies, hitting 300. Reynoso just really struggling. I'm not going to bring him down yet. 25 innings, but maybe maybe we relegate him to the pen, but we don't have any guys in the pen that could be starters. Let's see who's doing well in AAA, because maybe it is time to bring him down. Couple relievers. Buckley could be a starter. He actually had a good spring training for us. Let's give him a scout. Leskanic could be he's a starter. He could be an option. Yeah, I mean we got guys that are options. A lot of these guys are actually pitching pretty well. They haven't had a ton of games, but Reynoso just been struggling. 6.84 ERA. I had him as my number 2 because I think he was looking okay in spring training. And last year in AAA, 2.66 ERA. He's still young at 26 years old. Um, but let's do one more game. We got the Marlins, and then we got a day off. So Butch Henry, hopefully he can give us some innings. I mean, we got a lot of guys that are tired, so I might bring like Wayne down and bring up somebody, maybe Bryn Smith. I don't think that I give him any. I don't think he's gotten any. Yeah, he hasn't been up yet. Um, Problem is, if he has the right to refuse minor league assignment, then once I bring him up, he might stay up. Let's see if he does. Where is he at? Is he on the 40 man? He's not, so he then would be if I brought him up. Yeah, he's got the right to refuse minor assignment. Well, might be that Wayne can benefit from going down anyway, although he's pretty established. Like he's 30 and he's had some good years, a couple good years with Minnesota before coming to the Rockies. So that's a guy you kind of want to ride out. And I don't know who else I bring down if we bring up Smith and then he won't go back down. Maybe Steve Reed. He's kind of struggling as of late. Just was up last year once, was his first year. 15 innings, had a good ERA. Um, so maybe we just don't bring up Smith. Maybe he's a 40 man. Maybe we go Buckley or Leskanic and they just are in the pen. Are either of those guys on my 40 man? Let's see. No, they are not. So yeah, we're gonna send Wayne down. Just made him very unhappy. That's the risk you take. But we'll bring him back up again. And then, or was I thinking Reed? I guess I was thinking Reed, huh? What is it too late now? What if I bring Wayne back up? Is he still gonna be unhappy? Okay, now he's good. Okay, so we're gonna Reed down. He's good. Now he's normal. All right, that's good. And then, um, yeah, I'm thinking. Well, Botchler's got 22 innings. Let's go Botchler up. Botchler up to Colorado. He's ecstatic. He's gonna be a long relief guy if we need him. And then Wayne's still gonna be kind of a specialist, possible middle relief. There we go. I like this. Butch Henry pitching. Galarraga now tired. We got 3 games left till a day off, but I'm okay giving him a day off now. Tatum can play a good first. We're gonna go Tatum in at first. Hayes though has been cold, so do we put someone else in? No one else has really been doing much. Maybe we give Girardi another shot, and then Hubbard to like Hubbard can play a bunch of spots. What, maybe third? Although he's definitely better than in the outfield. Dante can actually play third, and he's got a good infield arm. So I don't mind doing that. I think I'm going to do that. So we're going to go Girardi in for Hayes. Girardi's going to catch. Hubbard's going to go to the outfield. I guess right field. He can play right. And then Dante at third. Okay. Pat Rapp, we faced him earlier in the year. I think he beat us. He's 1-1. We'll continue leading off Benavidez. Hubbard's on base percentage is pretty low. EY or GY a little higher. Gerald Young, 7 stolen bases. We're going to go with Young there. Gerald Young. Boston at cleanup. Tatum 5th. Hubbard 6th. EY Girardi. Let's go Girardi EY. Get some speed in the 8th spot. Okay. And oh, you know what? Is Botchler? Botchler's tired because he just started down there. Well, that's all right. If we got to go to him and he's tired, he's 37%. I can't do that. So I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna have to redo my lineup again. Sorry about that. We're gonna send Botchler back down. Should have considered that. And then is Leskanic fresh? Yes. So he's gonna be our guy. He's coming up. And I know it put those guys on the 40-man, but that's fine. There's no Rule 5 draft or anything. We got the historical transactions, so it really doesn't matter. So now we'll redo it. We got Girardi in for Hayes, basically. Hubbard goes to right. Dante to third. Jim Tatum at first, going to hit 5th. Boston at cleanup. Gerald Young, Hubbard, EY. There we go. That is what it is. And Butch Henry starting. Here we go. Butch Henry against Pat Rapp. Chuck Carr leading off. The rookie, I believe. He's a rookie. He's fast. Yep, he's a rookie. Unless he came up like in 91 and I didn't see that. Oh, he did, but he only had 11 at bats. So 92 with St. Louis 64 at bats, and then he was back to the fight. So this is his first full year. Okay, here we go. We are at Florida. Hopefully better for our pitching staff than being at Mile High. Benavidez striking out to start the game. Base hit, Gerald Young, who can absolutely steal. What's Pat Rapp and holding runners? Slightly below average. We've got Benito back here. We're going to try it, though. We'll try it right away. So establish it, and we do. He makes it for his 8th steal of the year. Dante fly out to right. Right center gets him over. Here's Daryl Boston striking out. Runner on third and 2 outs. 3 up, 3 down for Butch Henry. Great job. Hasn't happened in a while for our pitching staff. Deep fly out for Jim Tatum. Here's Trent Hubbard. Also a deep fly out. 2 outs, nobody on for Girardi. He'll walk. Here's EY. Fly out to right. A lot of fly outs so far. Hitting the ball in the outfield at least. 4, 5, 6. No one reaching scoring position. Here's Butch Henry leading off for us in the third. Strikes out. Back to the top of the order. Fly out to right. Benavidez. Gerald Young. Beats out the infield hit. We got 2 outs. Dante, more of a gap guy. I'm going to let him hit. I'm not going to go to the well too often with the steal, and he flies out. So nothing doing. They're at 8-9-1. And Carr must have got a rip there. I don't know if Pat Rapp reached, but we got 1-0 lead for them. And a sacked fly gets him over. Here's Jeff Conine. Not having a great year. Junior Felix also on deck, not having a great year. Let's pitch around because they're similar, and maybe he'll chase out of the zone. And we get him ground out. Okay. So 1-0. Not bad. Butch Henry, 3 innings. We're just flying out all day. That must have a good force unit going. There we go. Tatum with the walk. Just covered. And they pick off Hubbard ground out. What are you doing, Tatum? You trying to get a big lead over there? All right, we got 4, 5, 6. 2 on, nobody out. Dave Magadan, the lefty. That's probably going to be a sac fly. It gets him in. 2-0. Destrade with a bomb, so it's 4-0 now. And there's 2 outs and 2 on. This is not a good Henry with 5 earned runs so far, all of them earned. 09, 2 on, 2 outs. Walks him. Come on, buddy. Here's Junior Felix and Everett. I guess Leskanic will get him warming up. I mean, we're going to mound visit to give them a little more time to warm up. And if they get so Henry's going to come out here. He didn't make it through 5. He's due up. There's a ground out. There's a base hit. So I guess we could even bunt. I mean, last inning was Henry's only bad inning. Skanik is ready, but he's very unproven. But everyone else is tired, so we're probably going to have to go to the Skanik at some point. Down 5, I don't like bunting here. We're going to pinch hit, and we're going to go to the Skanik. We'll go Liriano. Deep fly to center. Nothing doing. Benavidez, I thought it was base hit, but they catch it right. So Skanik going to come in for his major league debut. Down 5-0. 2 on and nobody out. Box. Guys on second and third. Destrade, who hit the bomb earlier, flies out. Not deep enough to get him in. Ferris strikes out. Here's Pat Rapp. Should get out of it. Strikes him out. There we go. Settling in. But Gerald Young now. 2-hitter strikes out. Dante. Ground out to short. Gerald Boston base hit into left. Jim Tatum ground out to short. We're grounding out now. At least we're making adjustments instead of flying out. The Skanik got to stick with them. Top of the order, 3 up, 3 down. Great job, Kurtz. So base hit to start things off. There we go. Hubbard. Here's Girardi. Grounds into double play. 2 outs, nobody on for EY. Ground out. So Leskanic, 37 pitches. Getting kind of tired, but not bad. We're in the 7th. We could go Parrot if we had to. Let's roll Leskanic out there. Man, it could have been good that we went 3 up, 3 down. He's tired, but this is Destrade is up with a guy on first and 1 out, or 2 outs. We're gonna try to get him out of it. Hits in. Let's go 1 more guy. Pitching spots up next, and then get a base hit. That scores 2. That's my bad. Pat Rapp is now up. We're gonna let him face him. Pops him up. So Leskanic gives up 2, which he just had to make that sacrifice. And we're going to go with a position player now for sure. Save our pen. Cole can... Oh, let's go Moda to get him some extra at-bats. I mean, unless we score several runs, more than 1. We'll lead off double. There's Benavidez pass ball. So we may score 1. Ground out, gets the run in. Gerald Young, base hit. Okay, now we're getting a little momentum going. Dante strikes out. So they're making it tough to make a decision. I guess we'll warm up Parrott. I hate using him down 6. Coming into the bottom of the 8th. But we're hitting the ball a little bit. It is the top of their order. We'll at least warm him up. There we go. We're not going to take this chance here. Tatum up. Fly out to center. Parrott says still warming up. We're going to put him in, but we're not going to leave him in long. If they have any kind of longer inning, I don't want to throw in a lot of pitches. There's 7 pitches already. Carr on second. Strikes out Benito. He's at 11. 09 fly out. 13, here's Junior Felix. Base hit to score him. I think we got to get there. Go to a position player. So we're down 7. We'll go Cole, I suppose. Yeah, or do we go Hayes because he is better, and then he'll maybe come up to bat. You have a slight chance. Let's go Hayes, get a pitch. There's 2 outs at least. With the runner on first, maybe we can get out of it without giving up running box. So the guy's on second now. Walks Everett. Walks or what? Hits him or walks him? Walks him. And a ground out. No more runs. Okay, so we need to get 7. Good start. Lead off hit by pitch, Hubbard. And then Girardi grounded in 2. Man, he's been struggling. He's hitting 208. Is EY. with a ground out. So that ends a game. So tough loss there to the Marlins. They're 11-12. We're 12-10. Gerald Young with a heck of a game, 3 hits. Butch Henry had that one bad inning. Leskanic actually pitched well, but I kept him in. He had 5 Ks. 5 Ks in 3 innings. I just needed him to kind of take one for the team. Pat Rapp pitched outstanding, complete game. Let's do, I said one more before. Let's see if we can, if we're going to win the series, or I mean, at least at least see if we're not going to lose the series. Because we haven't lost a series. We've only lost 1-2 series all year so far. And we're 22 games in. So now I think we maybe bring Leskanic down. Yeah, he's exhausted. So bring Wayne back up. Good job, Leskanic. You came up, you did well. But we're going to bring Gary Wayne back up. Oh, sorry, Steve Reed I meant. Wayne's already up. Bringing Steve Reeder back up. Finish the day, so they reorder their pen. Okay. So here we go. Game 2 of the series. Oh, they got Weiss up now, so he's out of the minors, and they're hitting their pitcher 8. That's interesting. Weiss making his major league debut. He wasn't doing too great down in AAA, hitting 260 at-bats. But they're bringing him up. We're fresh now, position player-wise. I like keeping Tatum in there for now, but I want Hayes to get it going. So we're going to put him in. Maybe Tatum for EY, whose OPS is 7. And then Tatum will go to catcher. He can catch. Hubbard will go to second. And Gerald Young coming off a real good game. I like him up at the top of the order. Hubbard doesn't have a real high on base. He's got a good slugging, a decent slugging. Boston doing real well. I like this. Yeah, I like this here. We might move Hayes down to 7 and Hubbard 8. Pretty good. Let's see where we're at here. A lot of guys in the yellow. Wayne is fresh and Blair is fresh. Dave Need, he had a great first game home opener for us. I think, well, we won in extra innings, but he pitched great. So they got Will Canane going. Walt Weiss, their leadoff hitter. Here we go. Let's see how we can do in game 2 if we can avoid the series loss. This will be it, and then we'll stop the video, and I'll jump in next time wherever we're at in the season. So here we go. Benavidez, been a good leadoff guy for me. Hitting over 300. Grounds out to start the game. Gerald Young, round out, or fly out, I didn't see, but 2 outs, no beyond. Dante strikeout. Here is David Need. 2 on, 1 out, walk. Hearing rip up, walk, run. And we walk him in. It's 4th block. Just totally struggling with his control. Here's the pitcher spot. Got a ground out. Fortunately, only gave up 2 something. Colorado beats it up the middle to get it going. Boston strikes out. Tatum, fly out to the right. Early games. Colorado gets picked off. What are we doing over there, guys? All right, they're at 9-1-2. Double by Ferries. Weiss with a ground out doesn't get him over. Everett fly out to center. That's going to move it. We got Conine up. We're going to go out of there. Round. He gets a base hit, so it's 3-0. Jake Magadan pitches. Here's McGriff. Double down the right line. 4-5-0. David Need just really struggling. Pitching staff, especially our starters, are struggling. Here's Hayes. We're at 7-8-9. Round out. And it's Harder here in a 5-0 deficit in the 3rd. Blair could maybe heat up some innings. I mean, if we got 2 outs and nobody on, we're gonna let try to get one more inning at least out of him. Grounds out. We're gonna send him back out there. It's 7-8-9. He gets 3 up, 3 down. Here we go. 4th inning base hit Benavidez. Gerald Young, round out. You get the lead runner. Here's Dante. Pop up to infield. Colorado round out. So Meade, I guess we'll send him out there again. It's and you know, Wayne can eat up innings. Blair can eat up innings. Weiss with the triple. And then Everett with that. We got it. We got it. 6-0. Going on with that Meade is just super cold. I guess we'll go Blair now. Going on with a ground out. Megadon pops up. There's 2 outs. Guy on third. Griff up. Strikes him out. All right, we're good. He got out of that. We're at 5, 6, 7. Boston with a base hit. Tatum doesn't ground into 2. Oh, beats it out. I guess they both beat it out. Here's Hayes. 2 on, nobody out. This could be the inning to get something going. Jack. Hayes with a 3-run homer. Real nice to see him come out of his slump. So 6-3 now. And nobody out. We're going to sit Blair so he doesn't get tired. Nobody out. Here's Hubbard. Base hit into right. Now, here's where we consider stealing. McGriff is catching with a 50 on. And Canane is a 50 at home runners. And, you know, 1 run right now, we're down 3. The 5th is pretty valuable. We're going to pinch hit for Meade. They got a righty in. I like either Moda or Liriano. Moda's been doing okay lately. Girardi's been struggling. I let me consider sending him down soon. Cole, just more of a defensive guy or pinch runner. EY been doing okay lately. I might go EY, but I'd also like to save him for later because I don't have a lot of great options. So we're going to go Moda. Moda, and we're going to consider stealing not right now, but if we get like a couple outs, so he strikes out. Here's Benavidez. I'm going to try it now so a double play doesn't end the inning. And he gets in there with no throw. Yeah. Now a base hit from Benavidez can score. He gets him over, but there's 2 outs. Gerald Young, deep double, that'll score him. 6-4. I almost forgot. It's close. Make sure he's still ready. Get him the extra ready. Here's Dante with 2 outs, runner on second. We can't get him in, but we cut the lead to 6-4. So now we're going Blair in. We're in the 5th. Let's see if we can get a few innings out of Blair. Guy on second, 2 outs. Canane, the pitcher, is on second. Here's Ferris. Man, he's slugging 5 as well. He's got a 100 OPS. Weiss is up next. Who got a hit or so, 2, was it 1 or 1, I guess, earlier, but not very good as Ferris. Okay, pitch around, correct? You walk him, that's fine. We get to Weiss. Ground out to first. Okay. Here we go, Galarraga down 2 in the 6th. Base hit up the middle. Not going to try to steal with him. He is a 60. It's great. Boston strikes out. Here's Tatum. Fly out to left. Now we got Charlie. Got some power. Base it up the middle. We send him to 3. Normal arm. Average runner. Let's do it. Ooh, we got lucky because I think they would have had him, but they overthrow him and he scores. Now we got Hubbard up with Hayes on second. Fly out to left, so we cut the lead to 1. Blair's at 22 pitches. He might be getting tired soon. Maybe by the time we get to Megadon, the lefty will go Wayne. And I know he's pulled now, so we would have to mound visit. Base hit double, Carl Everett. You know, they can get him. Here's Conine. Let's visit the mound. Give Wayne a little more time. We'll let Blair ground out Cotton. Wayne is ready now. Yeah, we got it. So, do we double switch to try to get a few innings out of Wayne? I think we have to. These guys are all kind of tired. And so then I don't want to bring Hayes in. He's been coming along. I guess we bring out Hubbard. We'll go EY in for Hubbard. I'm comfortable doing that. It's not a big trade-off. EY is going to be at second. He'll lead off next inning, and we're going Wayne in here in the 8th spot to face Megan in the lefty and stay in this inning. Hopefully we can get out of it. We got the infield in, strikes him out. Now McGriff is up with Baroa on deck. They're both very similar numbers this year. They're both righties. We're going to go right at it. And deep fly to right, but we make the catch. So good job, guys. Got out of it. Here's EY to lead things off in the 7th. Base hit into left. Definite steal threat. Will Kinane is still in, the 19-year-old. Average at holding runners, average arm. EY can fly. What is he? He's 4 for 7 this year. So we're not going to do it yet. We'll see if we can get something going here. Base hit, and we're going to send him to third. I know Everett's got a fantastic arm, but EY's a fantastic runner, and he makes it. So guys on the corners. Trevor Hoffman now. He's had 11 innings with a 2.38 ERA. We got the tying run in EY at third. So we don't want to steal and get one out. No outs with the guy on third. We got a real good chance to score. Double play, scores him. Zach Fly scores him. Cheryl Young just hits. So we tie it up. So Wayne's still in as our pitcher. We're in the 7th. It'll be the bottom of the 7th. You might want to get somebody going. Like these 3 guys, that's what we use them for. So, I mean, I guess Service, you know, Parrott just pitched yesterday. So let's go Service warming up. Dante walks. There's Galarraga. Get out of here. 3-run jack for Andres Galarraga. That's what he can do. He's on fire. That's his 6th jack of the year. And we're up 3. That's huge. So here's Daryl Boston. 1 out. Nobody on. Grounds out. Jim Tatum. 2 outs. Walked. Man, what an inning here. Here's Charlie Hayes. We're going to be all the way to the pitcher spot. And Wayne's going to stay in, but Service is ready. Wayne's only thrown 7 pitches. Destrade is a switch hitter. And 3 up, 3 down. Great job, Wayne. We'll sit Service, but we're going to get him going for the end of the inning. So time to pinch hit. We'll go Liriano. Wayne. And we need 6 more outs after this half inning. Liriano grounds out. There's EY. Base hit into right center. And certainly going to think about stealing. Oh, yeah, Chris Carpenter, terrible at holding runners. Not terrible, bad at holding runners. This is the time to steal. We'll stay out of the double play. Just in case it ends up being a strike him out. Throw him out. We'll get Service warm. So here we go. Oh, and they got it. So EY is not great this year so far. It's percentage-wise, it's like 50%. Okay, here we go. Benavidez. Is Liriano better at second than EY? Here's his ratings. I mean, EY is not great. Liriano, they're very similar. So I don't think we really have a good option. Like if we went Girardi in, Tatum can't play there. And no one from the. I guess we could go Benavidez into second, Gerald Young into short. We take him out of the outfield, though. He's so good in the outfield. We're just going to keep it as is. Here's Benavidez up. Base hit up the middle. Here's Gerald Young. This is not a bad time to get thrown out stealing, because Gerald Young is more of a singles guy. 414 slugging. I guess he could hit some doubles. But Benavidez is not fast to score from first, but he can kind of steal. We're going to try it. That's fine. We got thrown out. McGriff's 5, 14 guys out. So Service, it says tiring. And I guess to give us a little more leeway, put him in the 9 spot. Liriano will stay in. because they're basically the same defensively, so it doesn't really matter. But it gives us one more spot in the order, and just give Liriano maybe one more at bat. Okay, here we go. Looks like Weiss hit a triple that scored a run, and there's nobody out still. So let's get Parrott going quick. Here's Everett. Strikes him out. 9. Walk. Here's Dave Megan. Terry and Griff. These guys are not very statistically. Parrott's still warming. Give him one more guy. Or if he was going to score one more. He gets him out. And he strikes him out. Great job. Okay. Parrott's ready, but I think we're going to go Holmes, our closer. Who else had 2 saves? Ruffy. Oops. Okay, so here we go, Gerald Young. Base hit. Now, Young has been stealing. How's Harvey at holding runners? Ooh, terrible. He's terrible. We're going to go. I know we got thrown out twice already. McGriff is not back there anymore, but Natal, similar type arm. We're going to wait. We are planning on stealing, but we're not going to go yet. Dante strikes out. Now we're going to go. And he's in there. So Galarraga up with a runner on second. Get out of here. Another jack for Galarraga, his 7th of the year. So 11-9. Now, I don't know if we need to use Holmes. Do we go Reed? Let's get him going. There's Daryl Boston. Line out to short. Jim Tatum with 2 outs, nobody on. Crowd out. Okay, so we're definitely going to go with Steve Reed now. I don't know if we can really make any good defensive subs. I guess we could go Dante out. He has a good arm, but he can play third. And Hayes, yeah, they're similar. They're real similar. So I don't think I want to use a bench player. So we're just going to straight up go Reed in for service. And we'll keep Holmes ready in case it becomes like a save situation. And it doesn't 3 up, 3 down. Great job, Steve Reed. So we won't get swept. I said to lose the series. Obviously, we're going to a rubber match. So maybe we'll do one more. I'm like a gambling addict. Let's do one more. I've said that 3 times. We're just going to literally do one more. This will finally be it because I want to see if we're going to avoid losing the series. Dave Need, not a great game, but bullpen, just excellent job, especially for being kind of tired. Galarraga, 2 jacks, 4 for 5. What a game. So we do have a day off after this day. So we got to factor that in case there's guys tired that we want to give look at that. Sky Sox are 14-4. In case there's guys that don't need a day off because they're going to have a day off tomorrow. So like Boston, for example, well, it is a lefty going, so I might keep him out. But Tatum, I think we can put in, although he's been colder as of late. So I might just give some other guys a chance anyway. Nothing to do with them being tired. Let's go EY in for Liriano. Hayes, he's not cold anymore. He kind of got out of that slump. He hit a ball hard, home run. I guess Girardi, at catcher. We can always go Hubbard at catcher to get an outfielder in there. But I don't know who we would put in. It might be good to just keep giving Girardi chances. We'll hit him 8th. Who's going to be 7 then? I suppose EY or Hubbard. Let's go Hubbard. A little slightly lower on base percentage. These guys, yeah, high on base. I like Gerald and Freddie. We'll go, yeah, Hayes hitting 5th. EY 6th, that's fine. Hubbard, Girardi. You know what? Hubbard's got a higher slugging. So let's hit him 6th, then EY, and then Girardi. Okay, we got Mark Knudsen going. Kind of a question mark. Been doing fine, though. 4.12 ERA, 1-0. 19 innings. Just doesn't have good stuff. Doesn't really have good anything, but his movement is average. And his control isn't terrible. So we got enough guys here to make it by, with tomorrow off. I mean, Blair is pretty tired. Service we can't use, but that's really about it. So here we go. We're facing Chris Hammond, who's 2-0 with a 3.24 ERA. They still are going the pitcher in the 8th spot. They got Weiss hitting 9th now. Weiss had a decent game for his first game of the season last game. So here we go. Benavidez leading off, ground out to first. Gerald Young strikes out. Dante beats out the infield hit. Now Dante can steal. Hammond's a lefty. He's pretty good at both runners. So we're not going to do that now. Especially with Galarraga up hot. Take that out of his hand with 2 outs when he flies up. Now they got a runner on third with Junior Felix up 2 outs. We'll go right at him to strike him out. Good job, Knudsen. Okay, here's Hayes. Rips it into the gap for a triple. Lead off triple for Charlie Hayes. Should be a good chance to get a run. He is, I don't know if he's a good base runner. He's not fast. Hubbard's okay at running. We're not going to squeeze, though. We should be able to get him in, and we do with a base hit. Now Hubbard can certainly steal. Again, Hammond's good at holding runners. We're not going to do it yet. We ground out. EY now is on first. Here's Girardi. Base hit up the middle. EY's going to hold. Pitcher spot, we're certainly going to bunt. He's a 65 on bunting. We can try to get these guys over to second and third, so a base hit can score 2. Gets him over with 2 strikes. So here's Benavidez. Base hit can score 2. Pass ball can score. Pop up will not do it. We stay 1-0. They're at 5, 6, 7. Hammond now up pitcher spot with guys on second and third and 1 out. He's trying to bunt, or no, that was just a ball dirt. Grounds out to first. Didn't get the run in. Here's Weiss, who's been on fire. I mean, 2 for 5. But had a great game last week. Ground out to second. Good job, Mark Knudsen. Gerald Young, 2-3-4. Line out to center. Dante, strikeout again. Galarraga, ground out to third. So still 1-0 if Knudsen can keep rolling. 3 up, 3 down. Hayes, 5, ground out to third. Hubbard rips it in the gap. That'll be at least 2. It's 2 with a stand-up double. There's EY. Strikes out. So 2 outs. Girardi. They're going to walk him to get to Knudsen. Not a bad idea. Although Girardi has been struggling. But we're going to leave Knudsen in. Strike 3. So they're at 4, 5, 6. Junior Felix double. Here's a pop out. Center doesn't get it over. Negative ground out to short. Runner on third now with 2 outs. Ferries ground out to second. Great job for this man. Is he a ground ball pitcher? He is. He's an extreme ground ball. I like that. He's getting grounders this game. Okay. Top of the 5th. Let's try to get some insurance. Good start with a leadoff single. Freddie Benavidez. Now, usually I'm not big on bunting, but Gerald Young, he's 0 for 2. He's not terrible at sack bunting. We're not going to do it with 2 strikes. And he pops up. So here's Dante, strikes out again. Galarraga, who's been hot, lineups. So now Destrade pinch hitting for the pitcher spot. We're at 8-9-1. Let's see if we can keep it up. 3 up, 3 down again. Here's Hayes, the 5th batter. Nice play out there, diving play and left. Strikeout, Hubbard. Man, how many strikeouts Hubbard's had? Carpenter this game just won, but I don't know what their starter had. Here's EY with 2 outs. Doesn't beat out the infield. Ground out. So now we're at 2-3-4. Bottom of the 6th. And Carl Everett ties the game with a jab. He can do that. He's very talented. 21 years old. That's his 4th homer of the year. 09, 3, 4, 5. Making it up with guys on first and second. 1 out. Base hit down the line. That's going to give him the lead. And he gets to second. So Carpenter, the pitcher spot, is up next. They would, presumably, pinch hit. So I don't think we want to put Ferris on and load the bases. Although he's having a good season. He's 22-6. So, man, it might be better to face a pinch hitter and then Weiss. and get somebody warming up too. Speaking of that, so it's going to be a close game. I mean, if they get a couple more, I guess not so much, but they got a bunch of switch hitters coming out. Let's get Ruffin warmed up, and we're gonna pitch a round out short. We're running. Here's Alex Arias hitting. He was starting earlier in the year. They put him on the bench. He's a good young prospect forward. Weiss now is second. Arias was playing short. Arias was playing second earlier. So he walks Arias. Here's Weiss up 2 outs. Bases loaded. Pivotal moment, and he walks in. Ruffin is ready now. That's 98 pitches. He's just walking out. Bases loaded. I think we got to bring it out. It says we're going to go. Bruce Ruffin. Now, do we double switch? Does Ruffin maybe get a couple innings? We have to go EY out, or like Hubbard, but I want to get in the middle of the lineup, guys. So probably EY out. That would mean maybe Tatum in, or you could go Boston in. Let's do that. I like that. Go Daryl Boston in. We'll go to the outfield. We'll go to left, and then EY. Hubbard's going to go to second. EY coming out for Bruce Ruffin. So bases loaded, 2 outs. We're down 2. It's the bottom of the 6th. We need Ruffin to get this out.
Strike 3.
Strikes him out. Great job. Okay, now we got Girardi, Boston, at the top of the order. Base hit Girardi. Good start. Boston's not going to run. Get out of here. So 2-run jack to right center. Daryl Boston, man, he's been good for us this year. It's his 5th jack of the year. Good double switch there. Paid off. We tie the game up. Here's Benavidez. Deep fly out to the right. Catch it. Here's Gerald Young. Ground out to short. Dante with 2 outs. Nobody on, strikes out. He's been struggling. A lot of strikeouts. Dante. So Ruffin only threw 3 pitches. We got Everett, Conine, Bielik. We're gonna, we might warm someone up, I guess. We're gonna stick with Ruffin for the time being. It's a close game. I like Garrett in this situation. I like Holmes. It's the bottom of the 7th, so those guys go 8 and 9. I suppose we'll get them. Great job, 3 up, 3 down. Galarraga leading things off. Ground out to short. Too bad he's been hot. He's thinking he might get something there. Hayes with a fly out. Here's Trinidad Hubbard with 2 outs, nobody on. And a little ground out to catcher. Maybe a strike 3 swinging. So do we leave Ruffin in? He's in the green. He's only thrown 12 pitches. We got Megan in the lefty after McGriff. Let's go one guy at a time. And then we're going to sit these guys because they can come right back in. They're very warm. They've been warming up for a while. Base hit. I didn't see that. So now they got Berries, the righty. And then the pitcher spot. But he's still pretty fresh, and it's a double play opportunity here. I believe he's a ground baller. He is. We're going to let him go one more guy. If he reaches, then we will bring one of the other 2. Strikes him out. So now Benito Santiago pinch hitting. Ruffin's spot is up next time, so if we can get this last out, hit, go to home to Garrett the next inning. Let's let him face Benito. Ground out to second. Great job. So now we got Brian Hart. He's got a 7.20 ERA though. I think I think I look at the game log or something here. I don't know if I can do that. Game pitching stats, game log. I think we were the ones. Yeah, Colorado lost. Gave him 2 earned runs, 1 inning. early on. Or actually, oh, this was, oh, did he just come in and pitch? Yeah, I guess this was 2 games ago. But yeah, we faced him a lot. Look, here's at Colorado. 4 earned runs in 2/3 of an inning back on the 25th. Back here, he shut us down in the 1 inning. So we've been getting to him, though, lately, especially. So we will pinch hit. I think we got to go. I mean, Tatum's our best guy. However, he has been old. I think maybe Moda is maybe better in the pinch hit spot. Let's go with Moda. So then we do have Parrott and Holmes that are ready. He walks. So now, I mean, he's pretty quick. He's not as quick as Alex Cole, and Harvey is terrible at holding runners. So, I mean, we can afford. We got 3 guys at the bench. We're going to pinch run Cole. That's just a no-brainer. And then Girardi can bunt a little bit. So if we can steal on the first pitch, then we bunt him to third, and then we'll have a guy in third with 1 out. So Cole definitely going to be going here. Everybody in the stadium should know it, and he's in there easily. Ball 1. Now it's time to bunt. Gets him over. Great job, Gerard. So now we got Daryl Boston in the top of the order coming around with the go-ahead run on third. We're going to make sure Holmes is ready. He is. I think we're going to hit anyway. Even if it's tied, we won't put a Parrott. We'll save Parrott later. Holmes is just more fresh. We go 2 innings potentially. Hopefully we just need 1 out of it. Here's Daryl Boston. Walked, okay, intentionally. Get to Benavidez, who is a good singles hitter. High on base percentage. 1 for 4 today. They do set up the double play. But Boston and Benavidez are not slow. Liner into center, but that was scored Cole. So we take the lead. Great job manufacturing the run there. Now Boston can kind of steal. And Harvey is terrible at holding runners, so I'm okay doing that here, even if we get thrown out. He doesn't go. And he gets thrown out. That's fine. Here we go. Holmes in. Now, do we want to do anything differently here? Like Cole is pretty good defensively. Better than Bichette. I mean, Bichette's got a good arm. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, Cole's range, I like that. His range is 60. His arm is only 50. Bichette's arm is 60, and his range is only 50. So, I guess I think range maybe is more important when you're down a run in the 9th. Like, hopefully you don't need a guy with a good arm, like trying to throw someone out at the third or home. Hopefully the range allows them to just not even get on base. But if they do tie it, then we have the pitcher. Then Bichette is out. So I think I'm just gonna, or we leave Cole in and take out Boston. We got to keep Boston. And I think we're just gonna switch it straight up. So we'll put him in the 7 spot. Yes, we will. We're just gonna straight up sub him. Here we go. Ooh, guys on first and second. Nobody out. Do we get Parrott going? We're going to just, I mean, it's going to be Holmes or Boston. Next time, he fly to center. That would get the 9 run over to third. We got Junior comes up. Here we have Griff on deck. Either of them are very similar. So I suppose you could pitch around him, and if he chases out of the zone, great. And if not, you walk him and face with Griff. That. That's fine. Round after second, game over. Great win, guys. So we get the series. I know it's against Florida. They're 11-14, but we're 14-10, and we might still be second in the NL West somehow. Hubbard 2 for 4. I know it's very early. Knutson gave up 10 hits, so didn't have a very good game, but kind of kept us in it. Only gave up 3 runs in 5 2/3. Ruff an outstanding job, pitching 2 1/3. Only 2 hits, no earned runs, struck out 2 guys. including a big strikeout with the bases loaded. And then Darren Holmes with his third save of the year. Had a little trouble, gave up 2 hits, but then got out of it. So that was fun. Thanks for watching. Let's see if we are in second still. We end up getting the series win. We are behind Houston, who's in second at 14-9. Braves are 18-9, of course. They are the traditional stacked Braves of 93. Maddox, Smoltz, Avery, all these guys have sub 3 ERAs. Glavine, McMichael hasn't given up a run all year. Yeah, I'll face them pretty soon. They face them a lot since they're in the West. Here they are. Yeah, after our break, we'll go Cubs, Braves, Giants, who are usually pretty good, or they were good this year in real life. They're 14-12. They're gonna be tough. They got Bonds. This is the first year they had Bonds. They had he was on the Pirates before that. They got Matt Williams, Will Clark. So they're solid. So we haven't faced a lot of those good West teams yet. I mean, the Marlins are not good. We faced them. Cardinals aren't great. Cubs had won 6 in a row when they swept us. That was the only sweep that we had this year so far. We swept the Marlins before that, beat the Cardinals in a series, lost to Montreal in a series. Montreal's pretty good. The Mets, though, they're not great. And it was Montreal and New York Mets who we open up the season against. So that's where we're at. Thanks for watching. This is fun. I like this idea. I'm going to keep doing it, and I'll jump in now and then for the viewers' pleasure.